2025, why is there no low-calorie cosmic brownies?
It would be nice if these were, 100 calories each. That'd be nice because then that means you can eat 2 to 3 of them, right? Because 2 of them is over 520, 540, something like that, calories. Yeah, 540. So just 2 of these is over 500 calories. So since there's 6 here, that's over 1,600 calories. Essentially, this is somebody's whole entire daily calorie intake. I mean, if you eat 2 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, 2 for dinner, then yeah, and mostly drink water and diet sodas, you'll be good. But the funny thing is, this is only, let me do the math here. I have to take it off. That's ironic. Let's see. Okay, let me restart it. Alright, so 3 of these is about 6 ounces. And 3 more of these, 13 ounces, right, roughly. The thing is, they're like about 2 ounces each, roughly. So you get the idea that here, you would be, this is close to 16 ounces. 16 ounces, is a pound. So this is over 8 ounces, right? So it's half a pound. So that's it. Take that one off. There we go. So about 8 ounces. So 4 of these, right, is about half a pound of weight you'll be consuming if you eat 4 of these. And then the fact that we have, so if we go with all 6 of these, right, this is over 1,600 calories, which is about half of 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories is 1 pound of fat, right? So this will be so this is almost a pound of weight that'll be in your stomach, but then it'll be half the amount of calories it'll take for you to, be a pound heavy, right? Worth of calories. So something to keep in mind, if you look really closely, these have a little line in the middle. So it's technically 2 servings per package, but the whole entire package is a serving, because it does say the serving size is, 1 brownie, 6 servings, and there's 6 packages here. So, but if you eat 1 of these bars at a time, it'll be half of 270, which would be like 135. So 135 calories. So just eating half of one of these is close to 100 calories. So you can have 100 calories, here and there, and if you take 4 of these, right, and then break them into 2 pieces, right, and have 1 for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then 1 as a snack. In total, it'll be, it'll be like a little bit over 400 calories. It'll be like 540 calories, 540 calories just for 2 of these. But of course, the volume, this is a very small amount of volume, even though these are about 2 ounces each. So just 2 of these, will be about 4 ounces. See, just 2 of them is about 4 ounces. And if I buy yogurt, which I have here, as you can see, 5.5 ounces. So you see the difference between the size of this container and the size of these. And this has less calories. This is 130, is it? Yeah, 130 versus this. And that's the thing. Somebody will choose these, which are delicious, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I have them because I'm going to eat them. But just 2 of these is almost the same weight as this. So it'll be the same weight in your stomach, whichever one you eat. The difference is this has 5 times the calories that this has. Right? So it's like between 4 to 5 times the amount of calories. So you can eat this and fill yourself up with approximately 5 ounces, and only be 130 calories. Or you can eat this, which is almost 5 ounces. It'll be over 500 calories. See, the problem isn't how much food you're eating, because some of you are eating literally less. This is about 4 ounces, this is 5 ounces. This is less ounces, less food than this. The difference is this has more calories than this, and that's the problem that a lot of people have. They like to think that the size of something determines how many calories. This has over 200 calories. Just this little thing here. Look how small it is. And it's only 2 ounces. This is 2 ounces, 2.2 ounces. It's smaller than this big cup. This is essentially a cup. 1 cup. You can put 1 cup of rice in there, right? You know what I mean? And ironically, there'll still be more calories than what's already in here. So here has less calories than something that you could fit in there. This is smaller than this. If I put it next to it, stack it. You see how it's almost the same height. Like, it'll take 3 to almost be equal to the size and weight of the Chobani yogurt. But it's way more calories. This is over 600. This is over 600 calories right there, versus that 130. So the difference is, and to me, I classify both of these as the same thing, as in they're both snacks. Like I don't eat that as a meal. I eat that as a snack. It's like this is not a meal. This is a snack. But it has so much calories in it. It is essentially a meal, right? It's essentially a meal. And this is one of the issues that some people get, because somebody will literally get. I used to be one of those people. I'm a big person. I used to be one of those people where it's like, yeah, I don't eat a lot. I eat very little. Yeah, very little with over 200 calories. This, I'm like, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is gonna take me a while. Like I'll eat like 3 spoonfuls, and then wait 30 minutes, and then probably eat 3 more spoonfuls. So I eat this slower than I eat this. I eat this real quick, and it's already 200 calories. This will take me time. like 30 minutes to an hour to consume this. Unless I'm really, really hungry and I go through the whole thing, I'm going to be slowly eating this. And this is way less calories than this over time. I could divide this into like 3 portions, into 3 smaller cups, and just eat one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it will all add up to just 130 anyway. As opposed to this, even if I eat half of this for breakfast and the other half for lunch, it will add up to 270. If I eat this throughout the whole day, it's still 130. It's still way less than this. And that's the importance of understanding volume. Because I said this before in another video, like your stomach, specifically your stomach, does not count calories. We count calories. Our metabolism doesn't count calories, right? Our stomach doesn't. Our stomach counts volume. So your stomach's going to consume this easily. You'll be like, yeah, 6 ounces, delicious. Just like this, about 6 ounces, delicious. But it's not going to know that this is 6 times the amount of calories this is. We know this is more than that in calories. But since a lot of people don't count their calories, they'll look at this and be like, oh, this is more than this. So this must have more calories than this. If we were to show people blindly, like, here's something healthy, a healthy protein bar, and here's some healthy yogurt. Which one do you think has more calories? And they'll be like, oh, I think the bigger container, this should have more calories because it's more. So they'll be like, more equals more calories. I think that this has less calories. But in reality, flip over, you just look at the amount of calories. Like, boom, 270. Oh no! How did the size of this trick me into thinking that it was less calories? Because that's the point. That's why it's important to read your labels, pay attention. The fact that one bar, one package, is 270, so that means you read half of it, it'll be about about 135 calories. So obviously you should eat half of this if you want to eat something sweet, but be low calorie. So no one said you can't have these, because obviously I'm going to be having these as part of my diet, right? Yummy, yummy. But it's the fact that this is not going to take up that much space in my stomach. So of course if I eat half of this, which is 135 calories, and then eat this, which is 130, and you see 130, see half of this, right? It's the same amount of calories as this whole entire container. So see how crazy that is. This is why people get fat so easily, because they're like, oh, this is small, so I need a lot of these, a whole bunch of these, right? A whole bunch of these to equal the amounts that this will make me feel. So I eat this, it makes me full. I eat all of this, it makes me full. The difference is this is about 1,600 calories versus just this one thing. So the way you'll feel after eating these things, like fullness, the volume in your stomach, is going to be roughly the same. The only difference is this is 1,600 calories. This is somebody's, calorie deficit right there. That's somebody's diet versus just eating one of these. And then you can eat multiple of these. You can eat 3 of these. And it'll be 15 grams of protein, 15 ounces, which is about a pound of yogurt, right? But it'll still be only like 390 calories, which is like about 3 to 4 of these. Right? Technically, just 3. Like 3, roughly. Just 3 of these is equivalent to the amount of calories that eating like 6 of these would be. Because you have to eat 6 of these to equal the amount of calories that's here. That's the crazy thing. You need to eat 6 of these, which is 30 ounces, which is about 4 pounds of yogurt to equal the amount of calories this has. So you can eat more for less calories than this. So hopefully this helps illustrate why it's important to count the calories, important to look what you look at. Do not deny yourself something you like just because it has a lot of calories. Just be mindful that it's like, yeah, right now, if I eat half now, the other half later, and it's a total of 270. Keep that in mind instead of eating one now and then eating another one later, because that will add up even faster. Like sometimes you'd be surprised that you don't need to eat the whole thing to feel satisfied that you eat a chocolate brownie. Literally eating just half is enough. Taking a bite and many times will be enough to satisfy your craving for chocolate. Like, go ahead, take a bite of chocolate, and then go eat a whole entire thing of yogurt, and you'd be good to go. That's what I should do right now. That should be my meal right now. Look at that, 7.9 ounces. That's almost 8 ounces. That's almost half a pound. Almost half a pound worth of food right there. So, I got a banana. Let's throw the banana in there. Look at that, 1 pound. Right there. That's what 1 pound of food looks like. Like I said, if I do the math, right? 270 plus 130, so that's that's 400 calories. And the banana's 100 calories, that's 500 calories. So here's 1 pound of food right here, right? And it's, 500 calories. So right here, this is half of a 1,000 calorie diet right here. But the irony is that I can, just for 500 calories, I can eat 2 bowls of salad, which will be 16 ounces, right? Which is essentially a pound of salad. So the choice is yours. Just want you to be mindful. And also, by the way, get yourself a food scale, because it's fun and it helps you understand how much weight you put. Because obviously, if I eat all of this right here, I'm going to be a pound heavier. So I shouldn't be surprised that I'm a pound heavier on the scale after eating this, because this is literally a pound. Right there's a pound of food. Right. So weigh your liquids, right? Weigh your food. Like you can literally take your whole meal, right? Let's go like, oh, let me throw in some protein. Bang, right? Throw it on there. Right? 1 pound, 12 ounces, roughly. 12 ounces, right? Which is really close to another pound. So it's almost 2 pounds right here. This is almost 2 pounds worth of food and drink right here. And your stomach can hold like four plus pounds of food and drinks. So keep that in mind. What makes you feel full is when you're getting really, really close to over 50% of your stomach being literally full of stuff in it. So that's why weighing your food, so that way you're guaranteeing that, oh yeah, I'm guaranteed I put 4 pounds of food in my stomach, but then count the calories and make sure that it's, you know, low calories, right? See, that's 160, so this is 660 calories. I'm still not at 1,000 yet, and this is a, you know, a good amount of stuff that I can eat, fill myself up, and this could be a meal by itself with how much volume is in there. Like I said, it's about 2 pounds. But if it's not enough, and you're still hungry after eating this stuff and drinking this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you may need to find more stuff that has less calories, right? You may have to take something else and put something else in, right? Like, boom, we just took 270 calories out of that, and it's still close to 2 pounds. That's the funny thing, it's still close to 2 pounds of food right here. Just a yogurt, banana, and a protein shake. And then, alright, this is what you expect a healthy meal to be. But I could just throw in a little junk food and, you know, still be within the realm of a healthy meal. But the thing is, you know, again, your body doesn't count calories. Your stomach doesn't count calories, it counts volume, which is what I'm trying to teach you here. Is the importance of volume, because the reason you feel hungry is because you didn't put enough volume in your stomach. So I always give the advice: eat a salad. Salads are very low in calories, but high in volume. So you get more food for less calories, which is the goal. Your goal should be to get more food, less calories, not less food, because you're trying to eat less calories. That's the wrong way to do a calorie deficit. That's the wrong way to diet. Hopefully this helps.